guys, so today I am making kombucha. I've been brewing it. I think I'm on my third batch now. I got a SCOBY from a friend and I've just been doing it and trying different things and it's working really well. So I thought I would share a video of me preparing this next batch and also putting my batch from the last a little bit over a week into some glass jars. So when you are making kombucha, speaking of glass, it's very important to use all glass, no metal in the entire process, and you can use plastic utensils if you have to, but definitely don't use metal because it can screw it up. So just rules of the trade. So what you want to do is you want to start, if you want to start brewing kombucha, you want to save all of your glass bottles that you can. These are some kombucha bottles because I used to buy it from the store and spend a bunch of money. This is one that I got when I was in Sarasota that's made locally in Florida. And, you know, even an old Snapple bottle, like whatever you have around or whatever you can save. If you have mason jars, that's perfect too. So really whatever. And then you want to get a big, at least a gallon-sized container to brew your kombucha in. So I got this big gallon-sized container that I brewed my kombucha in. And the other thing you need is a SCOBY, and you need whatever tea you want. I believe the tea has to have caffeine, so I always do either black tea or green tea. This time I did green tea. So you gotta have a SCOBY first. And your SCOBY is a probiotic bacteria. That's why kombucha is so good for you, because it's a probiotic. And I will show you what that SCOBY looks like. Make sure that your hands are clean and that you have sterilized everything you're using with hot water and soap. Okay, so now I'm about to open this up and show you what the SCOBY looks like. And I've been doing it a few times, so I have a couple of SCOBYs. The beautiful thing about making kombucha is that you can give a SCOBY away to a friend who might be interested in making kombucha too. So here are my SCOBYs. And there's a few of them. So I'm going to put them onto this clean plate that I have here. And I will show you what they look like. Now the SCOBY is going to form to the size of your container, so if you have a broader topped container that you're brewing your kombucha in, it's better. So you can actually just literally peel the slices of your SCOBY apart. So look at this, this one's a perfect circle shaped like the top of the container that it was in. So I'm just peeling that off of the other one, which is called the mother. Okay, so this was the mother, the darker one underneath, and this is the baby. And I've been calling my SCOBY Toby, so I did name him. It's a living thing, so it's kind of like your pet. You want to speak loving words to your SCOBY. You don't have to do that, but I think it helps. So I have a couple here. I guess I have like 3. You can even cut these, and so like see how big this one is? You can cut it and you can give 2 away with that, or even this one you could probably cut it. I don't think there's any size that you need to have in order to brew kombucha. You just need to have the SCOBY and it'll start itself and it'll grow to the size of your container. Kind of like a goldfish in its tank. It'll grow to whatever size it has available. So now I'm washing my hands again. And I am going to then put a little bit of my liquid from this kombucha, so this is like your kombucha liquid, your SCOBY liquid, into a jar with tea that I brewed with 8 bags of tea. So you want to use about 8 bags of tea per gallon. And I try to keep the metal parts of the tea bags even out if I can. So I have these all just hanging on the sides. So I'll take the tea bags out, and then what I'll do is I'll fill this up, so you need, I think it's about 8 ounces you need of the actual kombucha liquid in with your tea that you brewed. And the tea has to be at room temperature, so I let this sit overnight. And I'm just gonna compost these guys later. Maybe I'll do a video later about composting. So what you're gonna do then is you're going to take a nice clean utensil, like the one I have here that I just cleaned, literally just did the dishes. So I'm going to take some of this liquid and I'm going to fill this up. Room temperature is key too. Room temperature is really key. So I'm going to fill that up with about 8 ounces of liquid. So really I'm just going to fill this up because I think I had about 8 ounces left. And then what I'm going to do once it's full is I'm going to gently set the scobies on top. And I'm doing this and getting it out of the way and into a separate container so that I can then put all this delicious kombucha that I have here into my glass jars. And then I can flavor them if I like with any flavor I desire. I can throw some fruit in there, maybe lavender. I just had one that I bought in Sarasota that I have the jar from that was a lavender flavor, and it was delicious, so I might try that. Okay, so now I have my kombucha liquid in there, and I'm just going to put them all in here. This is a SCOBY Hotel, what I just made, okay? I can leave them in there until I'm ready to brew again. You can really leave it like that for as long as you want, as long as you leave it in a nice, somewhat dark area, and as long as it's glass. So I'm just gonna leave that little concoction, which has my scobies in it. They're happy in their little hotel for now. I'm gonna put them back in here once I'm brewing my new kombucha. So I'm gonna put those into jars. All right, this kombucha here, I'm gonna put this into jars so that I can drink it. And this will last me hopefully the whole week until my next batch is ready. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to put this kombucha that I have here, the SCOBY Hotel, and the tea into here. But first what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some water in there, because if you notice, this amount of liquid isn't going to fill it all up. And I brewed 8 bags of tea in this tiny thing. So a little trick of the trade I learned when I was waitressing is you can just make some tea with a small amount of liquid, and then you can just add water.